are Team 22, and we basically analyze the technology of the hybrid and electric cars and the challenge that face in the automotive industry in Mexico.
Nowadays, the automotive industry has a new objective, that is, to reduce the emissions of CO2. So that's why they are creating now the ecological cars, that we have three types. That is the electric car, that is the one that is impulsed only by electricity, with a motor of electricity. And then we have the plug-in hybrid car that has a main source of movement, the engine, combustive engine. And also we have the extended range car, that is the one that also has an engine and a motor, electric motor, but in this case the electric motor is the one that impulses the car. What are the main components of the ecological cars? The main components are the battery, the motor, and the engine. It depends of if it is hybrid or electric. The battery, it's the one that gives energy to the motor, to the cars that are electric, and also to the hybrid, depending on the type of hybrid that we are considering. And well, the motor is only for the hybrid cars, since we are using two ways of power. That lets the car have more autonomy during the traveling. The big problem of this is the time life of the batteries. The batteries for the electric cars and the hybrid cars, in the same way, they last for 5 to 8 years. This is because of the components that we already said, like the lithium that are made of, have some problems during the useful life of the car, and need less power to the autonomy of the car.
The electric car uses electric motor. The automotive industry uses three main types of electric motors: the DC motor, the AC motor, and the magnetic motor. The DC motor is the one that works with direct current. This means the motor is more traditional than the others. The big difference between the DC motor and the AC motor is that the DC motor is less expensive than the AC motor. The AC motor is the one that works with alternating current. This kind of motor have a good reputation because of they are used in the Tesla cars and in Nissan cars. The AC motor have a rapid rate of acceleration and are compatible with regenerative braking systems. The advantages of motors in electric cars are the next one. The first advantage we have is that electric motors don't pollute. This means that don't produce CO2 to the environment. Another advantage are that they don't need cooling system or oil or too much maintenance. Another advantage we have is that theoretically an electric motor can develop a maximum torque from 0 RPM. Another, and the big one, is that it is easy to recover energy from the braking to recharge the batteries of the car, because of an electric motor can also be an electric generator. The disadvantage of electric motor are the next. The main disadvantage is the autonomy that the electric car is connected to an electric network. This means that from 80 to 120 kilometers journey, you have to recharge the batteries. Another disadvantage is that the performance of electric motors in terms of maximum speed is not also comparable to vehicle powered by a combustion engines. The time to recharge a battery ranging from 7 to 20 hours depending on the model and the brand of the car. This is another big disadvantage. Another disadvantage is the battery life. And the last disadvantage is the need to charge. Electric cars means there is more demand for electricity from the substation or power plants. The more demand, the more generation of natural resources.
We found out that batteries use lithium, which is a material that it's very difficult to get and pollutes the environment. So the first strategy that we create was to design new batteries that use components that are eco-friendly and cheap.
The second strategy is to create alliances with the local government to develop the correct and required infrastructure in order to provide clean energy through the solar, aeolic, and other energies. Also with private companies to provide the knowledge and the skills for the improvement of the engine's efficiency and autonomy.